Ratchet and Clank walkthrough part 6, so this will be where we leave Iridia. We will be returning to this planet later, but there's nothing more for us here right now. So you'll just want to hop right back into your ship, and you can watch this little jumping in cutscene, or you can skip it and go straight to the galactic map. So you're going to want to go to the Metropolis, which is on planet Kerwan. And we're going to be doing a few things here. Number one is getting the Swingshot, and then after that we'll be getting Clank upgraded. At least I think that's the order it'll be in, so we'll see. Now, as I said before, you can click on any planet you want, or just open up any planet map that you want, and you can see the missions that you need to do, so this is useful if you aren't really sure what to do next. So anyway, for now we want to go to Metropolis and visit Al's Robo Shack, and we'll kind of be getting the Swingshot sort of before that, though, because I think it wants us to get the Robo Shack first. I don't really know, but the Swingshot will make stuff easier. In fact, okay, we'll find out. You may need the Swingshot to get to the Robo Shack. I can't actually remember. Anyway, just fly on over here on this unskippable cutscene, which, like I said before, is probably to mask the loading screens. And then when you jump on out, you'll just want to go down the pathway that kind of looks like an obstacle course made by Captain Quark. And it's kind of interesting because we'll be going into an even deadlier obstacle course by Captain Quark later on in the game, so get prepared for that, right? So there's a few boxes you'll just want to kill. You will need about 1,000 bolts to get this swing shot, so make sure you have at least 1,000 by the time you get there. And work your way down here and then take a turn to the left, I think. You can also buy stuff from the shop if you need it. I'm just taking a look. And then there's a blaster. This is something I will be buying immediately because it ends up being one of my favorite weapons. And it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun to use, but it's best used in first person. You're not really going to be using it too well in third person because the aiming is just weird. It doesn't work most of the time.
Welcome to the Captain Quark fitness course. If you're strong enough, fast enough, and clever enough to beat my fitness challenge, you will receive a reward from my head trainer. Simply make your way to the third island to complete the course. Good luck. Quark Enterprises is not responsible for sprains, broken bones, snapped tendons, bruised egos, or accidental death incurred while taking the challenge.
Excuse me, Captain, but we have more pressing issues. We urgently need your assistance.
Clank?
Yes?
Do you notice anything unusual about Captain Quark?
Well, I find the fact that he has a spring where his leg should be to be quite puzzling.
And why do you think that is?
Possibly an injury incurred while battling evil?
This isn't the real Captain Quark, you numbskull. It's a robot.
Oh.
Alright, my air conditioner just kicked on. Sorry if you can hear that. I'll turn it off for the next video, but I'm going to let it run for a few minutes. So, anyway, as Captain Quark told you, you just kind of need to make your way up around over here. And it's kind of funny that Clank thought that that was actually Captain Quark. And I think that's funny because Clank was just previously able to scan Ratchet's ship and tell him exactly what he needed to run it. And yet he can't tell when a robot is a robot. Anyway, so you're going to be wall jumping here, and this has some of the easiest wall jumping I think I've done in most of these older games. I think one of the first most memorable ones where I played wall jumping was in Super Mario 64, and to this day, I still don't know exactly how it works. They've improved so much on it. But I also know that one of the earlier NES Ninja Gaiden games had wall jumping in it, so I don't know if that was hard or not. Anyway, so once you swing on down, you'll be onto this larger tower, and there's this kind of platform around which you'll just fall down onto here if you fall off the tower, which only means you'll have to redo the tower if you do fall. Luckily, there's not any enemies that I am aware of, so there's not a whole lot of damage you can take, unless you're like me and you just end up punching an explosive box. So this has kind of the classic puzzle towers that video games have. So you have these platforms that move in and out of the tower, and you have platforms that'll move in and out at different times, and then you'll have wall jumping platforms that move in and out, and you have to make it to the top either before they push you off or before before they recede back into the wall. So jump up here and try to make it to where you can grab onto the other ledge. I jumped up to that ledge, and then I jumped off. Like, I jumped off that platform, but for some reason I just jumped straight up and fell down like a rock. And this happens to me a few times. I mean, there's one point in the game where it made me really mad that the jump didn't work because I fell right into the lava, and I don't know if I cut it out because I died, but anyway, that just happens from time to time, where Ratchet is just like, nah, I'm not gonna jump today. That's the end of it. So we're almost at the top of the tower, and we're gonna be meeting an extremely fat woman who will sell you the Swingshot. And once you make it all the way up here, I think all we have to do is go down a zip line, and we'll basically be where she's at. So just get rid of a couple of these boxes, pick up the health if you need it, and then go down the zip line. And this is where the fat woman will be at, and is also going to be the end of this video.
Listen up, you loudballs! That was the most pathetic display I have ever seen on that obstacle course!
What do you mean?
We finished the circuit, ma'am.
Oh yeah, but it is weak. When I was competing, I would devour courses like that for breakfast.
Bet that's not all.
If it were up to me, you would drill for the rest of the day. But somehow you managed to impress that fool Captain Quark.
Captain Quark knows about us?
He certainly does. And worst of all, he wants me to give you a prize for that ridiculous performance.
Cool, what is it?
I'm supposed to give you a swing shot, so you can sway to and fro like little insects.
Alright, let's see it.
Not so fast. Today the two of you disgraced my obstacle course, so I am going to make you pay.
But that prize is ours from the captain. That's not fair.
Too bad, life's not fair.
Sweet. I bet Captain Quark uses stuff like this all the time.
Ha! Real men can swing without silly toys like that. The two of you make me sick.
Congratulations on your new Gadgetron Swingshot. Use it on standard Versa targets like the ones nearby. If the target is out of view, use the L1 button to aim.